Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto super easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track, so thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Indeedly doodly. We got Evelyn here and
Hi, Evelyn.
Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi to both of you. Visual Keto is here as well, and so is
Hi,
Stephanie.
Sonia. Hi, Stephanie.
Sonia says good evening. Reese is here, so is Laura from Missouri.
Hey, Laura.
Rickwin says, hi, Chris and Miriam, and everyone here.
Hey, Rickwin.
We are super happy to be back.
Back to life, back to reality.
Back at our normal time, back at our normal house. I even vacuumed the floor.
Good job, winning.
I was getting stuff set up, and I'm like, hey, the vacuum's right there. And so I started vacuum. Well, I was listening to an audiobook.
Nice.
The Bobiverse. We Are Bob.
Yeah.
I'm on the second book.
Fun.
Lots of fun. And I was like, well, there's a vacuum right there. So I started vacuum, and then I noticed it was all clogged with hair. So I fixed that.
That's weird. I don't know why hair would be in it.
Because our daughters have been using it to clean the room, which is good.
Oh, that's true. And they have a lot of hair.
Yep.
Hey, Shauna.
Let's
Hi, Mary.
see.
Hi, Jennifer.
Okay, so if I switch to that, at least people can hear it.
Yeah, sorry.
I think the USB connection on the laptop just decided it wasn't happy. Hold on a second. This is a new laptop. I'm going to unplug. Well, first I'm going to be a lot closer. Hey, it wouldn't be a live stream without something weird going on, right? This may or may not work, and it may or may not come back. So, fossils. So people are like, "Whoops, where'd they go?" Yeah, the webcam on the video interface died, but people can still hear us. That's because I'm
right next to the computer.
Yeah, so I'm way too loud. Let's try turning back on it.
See if that works.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Are you sure it's plugged in?
Are you sure it's plugged in? Okay, let's try that.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
It is. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you all had a good Tuesday. I had the best day ever. I had a friend come from out of town. Well, she lives in Renee, so it wasn't really out of town, but we don't see each other very often, so it felt like she was out of town. And we had a great conversation from 12 until 6:30. So it was amazing. We just talked, and we went on a walk, and we drove Sam to soccer practice. We picked up Sam from soccer practice. It was just lovely.
Okay. By the way, you have to talk a lot louder.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were having a great time. I forgot that you couldn't hear me. It was awesome.
Because it's way over here.
The sound is all the way over there at the laptop that's malfunctioning.
Yep. Does this work?
Maybe. What else can I say? And louder. What else can I say louder? Did anybody get pumpkin and spice caramel last week when we had it on sale for a few minutes? I hope you did.
This is so much fun. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try one more thing, and then we might just have to call it.
Okay.
The problem is the USB connection is very temperamental.
Yeah. I heard you had a great time. And that's the important part. Yes, it is. It's really important. And it's nice to just take a break and enjoy time with friends. So that is what I did today, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Teresa Gale, my little smile friend.
Boom.
Ah! There's my face!
Okay, so now I need to fix the sound.
Hey! Terry said you have to.
And
Plug
sound.
it
There
into
you go.
the flux capacitor. Now I don't have to shout. Yay!
Okay.
Not that I was shouting before.
Okay, well, that was fun.
Janice is waving from Louisiana.
Hello.
Sorry, we're gonna have problems. It just always happens.
So much fun. It wouldn't be a live stream if
We didn't have problems.
there wasn't problems.
Right.
Sharon says, welcome back.
True that. Thank you. So we missed a bunch of comments. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But we're here.
So let's see. First off, check
Yeah.
this out.
It's so cute.
So it was, I think, Debbie,
I don't know where you
Purple
got that
Lovin'
from.
Nana, had a link to it in
Oh,
Facebook.
okay. And it does have the little, these
Those things
separators
come out.
Oh,
I put a link to it in
Apparently.
the description of this video.
apparently they don't come out
Oh,
for
they come
me.
out. They just have to
Oh,
yank on them.
okay.
And then they go back
And then
in.
we can't fit all of the Keto Chow flavors.
I bought 4 of
I mean, the salty flavors, but we can fit some. And I put, they don't go back in very good unless you are like really doing something.
Yeah. And Vigil Keto ordered that rack as well.
You did?
Yeah, when I saw it, I think when we were on the cruise with Joe and Rachel.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get one for our counter,
Oh, yeah.
and I ordered enough that we could have one at work.
Okay,
So-
cool.
So I'm chasing gals covered in kittens.
Aw, you are. How fun.
Anyway, by the way, if we're still dark, it's because you haven't caught up yet. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
If we are still dark,
Darkness, my old
you
friends.
are behind. Jump ahead.
So this is cute. Look at how
Yeah.
cute. You get to see all the salty logo right
Yep.
there.
Okay,
I think it'll look cute in a cupboard.
maybe.
Yeah.
Or on the counter.
Yeah.
Risa says, I've just finished up some vanilla cream as a snack tonight. I had a bunch of Tarani sugar-free pumpkin pie syrup.
Oh, yummy.
Okay, Miriam, we are going to rehash an old topic.
I don't want to. I'm tired of old topics.
So,
Can I say no?
Keto Chow powder.
Keto Chow.
So a question came up on the Keto Chow Facebook support group.
Okay.
Can
sharing?
you use, yes.
Okay.
Can you use powdered fats? Let me just make sure it's working. Yes. With Keto Chow.
Okay.
Like they were asking, what does butter powder taste like? And every time these
Right.
come up, people who are new are like, wait, what do you mean powdered fat? I can use powdered fat?
Right.
You can't.
You can.
So number one, there are powdered fats. Number two, they can be useful. In this
Yes.
case, the person uses them when they go backpacking and
Yeah.
things like that.
Which is so awesome.
But number three, they have a lot more carbohydrates.
Right.
Significantly higher. So in this table here, I've got sweet cream powder, butter powder, liquid heavy cream, and regular butter.
Yes.
Okay. And just to make it all the same,
Right.
here we have carbohydrates for 1,500 calories.
Okay, which is a lot of that powder or whatever.
Yeah. So with heavy cream powder, which isn't heavy cream powder, it's technically sweet cream powder.
Okay.
And the only way you know how much carbohydrates, if you go to the actual product
Yeah.
and you look at it,
It just says 0, right?
it says less than 1 gram.
Right.
But that's for 6 grams.
Right.
If you can find the actual manufacturer information,
Which
that
you
gives
can if you reach out
it's
to the
really hard.
manufacturer.
that it'll give you the amount per 100 grams.
Right.
Okay. Anyhow, so sweet cream powder is 25 grams of carbohydrates per 1,500 calories.
So is that also 100 grams?
No.
Okay. Because it says calories per 100 gram right there.
Yeah. So up till here, you have per 100 grams.
Okay. So why did
that's-
you do
well-
it two different ways?
Well, because the amount that you're using the heavy cream powder, the sweet cream powder, to give you fat.
Right. Right.
Everyone's going to use a different amount. Some people are going to use 4 tablespoons. Some people are going to use 1 tablespoon. Some people are going to use 35 grams. Some people are going to use 150 grams.
Right.
The amount that they're going to use is going to be different. So to make it relevant and comparative,
Okay.
whoa,
Whoa.
I wanted to show what it would be if you wanted to get 1,500 calories from a thing.
Okay.
Because let's say you're weird like me and you want to do 3 meals a day
Yeah.
because you're backpacking
Of Keto Chow.
of Keto Chow. So that would be 25.8 grams of carbohydrates.
Right.
If you use butter powder, 16 and a half.
Okay, which is a lot better than 25.
If you use actual heavy cream, it's 12.5.
Which is funny because it feels like heavy cream is nothing, but it's not nothing.
12.5 is a little less than half the carbohydrates, the amount of sugar as you get in sweet cream powder. That Anthony's, this stuff right here,
Yeah. That's
will give you that much.
okay.
Okay, the 25. And actual for realsies butter, 1,500 calories is a rounding error in carbohydrates.
Yeah, 0.1.
That's 1/8 of a gram.
So you can eat butter and it's not like you didn't eat anything.
As far as carbohydrates go. Now, here's the thing. There are some people who will find use in using powdered
Yes.
fats. And if that's the case, that is great. That is fine. But I want people to be aware of the problems they might run into, that they're potentially having twice as many carbohydrates as they might think that they're having.
Right. So I think what really we want is if you're going to eat a carb, we want you to know that you're eating a carb
Yeah.
instead of thinking it's 0.
Yep. So basically, yeah, don't think that powdered fats have 0 carbs. They don't. Because in order to powder it, you have to powder it on something.
Okay.
And a lot of times, especially with things like powdered oils, like powdered MCT oil, they'll actually powder it on maltodextrin,
Yes.
which is starch. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay, Storm Chasing Gal wants to know what the status on pumpkin is. So for any of you who missed it, last week we had a very small amount of the large bags, just the large bags of pumpkin
Yep.
spice.
They are sold out.
Those were manufactured before we ran into the manufacturing problems. We were going to hold on to those and release it all at the same time, but well, we're not sure when pumpkin's going to be back in stock. So we put those big bags in stock. They were available for, it was about 12 hours.
Yeah.
They're sold out. We have none now. And the future status of pumpkin is
It's still undecided.
it'll be coming round the mountain
When
when
she
it comes.
comes.
We don't know when that is. We have
Sorry.
no idea.
We keep getting samples and we keep rejecting them and we keep trying again. So
Yep.
we're going to keep working on it.
Janice wants to know what happened to Chef Taffy cooking videos. We have a lot of
Oh,
them
yeah.
published
We
in
do
the
have-
recipes
Yeah, we have some.
where they're mentioned. They're also on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
So-
if you just look up
Yep.
on our YouTube channel,
Yep.
you can find them.
Visual Kill likes the rack. Yep, saw Debbie's had to order it. Should be here tomorrow. And Mary says that's very handy for the salty.
Yeah.
Storm Chasing Gal says powdered cream is great. And again, it's not powdered heavy cream. If you look at the ingredients, it's powdered sweet cream, which is regular cream. They just label it heavy cream, even though it's
Yep.
not.
And it is
Again.
great. We just want to make sure everybody understands that it has carbs in it.
Carrie got some peppermint keto chow and put in some vanilla.
Oh, nice.
And Eric wants to know, is pumpkin pie going to be available in the single pack soon? No idea.
Not yet. We'll tell you when we got it.
Yep.
Sorry.
When we have it in
I'm
our
sorry, Eric.
grubby little hands and we've tested it and verified that it tastes correct,
Yes.
then it will be available, but not
We
before
are
then.
working furiously to get it fixed.
Yep. Julie says, is the large bag of chocolate toffee at 4 grams of carbs or still the higher carb count? The new website doesn't list. I believe if you go on the website, let's see, Keto Chow flavor
Keto
status.
Chow.
Bum, bum, bum.
Are you sharing?
I am sharing. Okay, so on this page, it should tell you what the version is.
Chocolate
And it's showing chocolate toffee is version 3.0
It's the newer
for
version.
both of them. And if you go, another way to tell is if you go to Shakes,
Oh, the chocolate toffee.
you go to buy by flavor,
By flavor, bye.
you go to chocolate toffee,
Boink.
and when you select bulk bag, if it looks like that, then it's that. If it looks like the old design, for instance, if you go to Pina Colada,
Oh, it's
I know
Pina Colada
for
old still.
that one is the old style. So
Oldie. It's not that
Pina
old. It's
Colada.
yellow. There it is.
Pina Colada is still the old one.
I like that
Version
flavor.
2.71 to be specific. And if you click on this guy
It'll
and
give-
zoom in, it'll tell
Yeah,
you
you
all
kind
the
of have to
stuff.
zoom in. It's hard to read.
Okay.
Do, do, do,
Bum.
do, do, do.
Slow Carb says, all this math. Hey, math.
I
you
know. Sorry, math is
I'm
hard.
all about the spreadsheets. B-Dog says, I'm going on a trip. My keto chow is in my carry-on. Nice.
Yay!
Hey, Yvette is here, so I
Hi,
forgot it
Yvette.
was Tuesday. An effect of having Monday off. There you go.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, I got 2 Sundays.
Bob sprinkled keto chow on a large pepperoni pizza. It was amazing. Hey,
That's
okay.
funny.
Okay. Let's see. Why am I? Oh, that's my it's
Why are
time to go
you
to bed
getting an
thing.
alarm?
Bum, bum, bum. Mike says, howdy, folks. Lady
Hi,
Fritz
Mike.
Sater is here as
Hi,
well.
Lady
So is
Fritz Sater.
Mimi. Got
Hi, Mimi.
ordering today. I've not tried banana bread yet. I have some banana bread right here.
Oh, tell us what you guys
I
think
need to make
about
it into a creamy. I haven't even done
I
that
haven't
yet.
done that either.
Wanda says, thanks for always providing awesome products.
Yay, thank you, Wanda.
Trisha says, hello, hello. Had my first
Hello.
pumpkin spice keto chow of the year. So excited that I received my order.
Yes.
Let's see, sing it, Butter Babe, all the day long. There you go, all night
Yep.
and all day. Lady Fritz Sater says, I tried freeze drying butter. It didn't work. It exploded.
Ah.
That makes sense because butter has almost
Doesn't have
no
enough.
water.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Yep.
enough stuff to it that's
Yep.
freezable.
Yeah, see, it's hard to dry stuff when, and you've got clarified butter too, which is just butter without the little bit of
Yeah.
of water. Lisa uses liquid organic coconut
Oh,
oil.
heck yes. That's great.
I prefer the inorganic coconut oil that's made out of silica.
No, you don't.
Storm Chasing Gal says I scored bags of pecan sticky bun, and peaches and cream, and singles of maple waffle from
Yeah?
the Facebook Marketplace,
Oh,
which we don't officially acknowledge, by the way.
Right.
Annabelle is here.
Hey, Annabelle.
Eric says, I saw when there were a handful left, but didn't want the big bag. It's all good. You put on a great product. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Jennifer says, anyone know where I can get info on the 1013 Nutrition March in Washington? I have
I
never
don't
heard
know what
anything
that
about that,
is.
so I do not know.
Sorry.
Bob also makes keto cheesecake with the different flavors. We have
Delicious.
a number of really
You know what
good.
sounds good right now? Keto cheesecake.
And if you want to make a keto cheesecake,
Then I could eat a keto cheesecake.
so if you go here to kitchen, make a recipe.
It scrolled weirdly.
It did. Well, because I went out to the top of the page and then it scrolled down. Another person said we need a just plain cheesecake flavor. I've thought about it. I'm not convinced yet. The flavor is really subtle
Yeah.
with regular cheesecake.
Raspberry.
So much so that people would just be like, well,
This
where's
just
the
tastes
cheesecake
like-
flavor?
Yeah, vanilla.
Like we actually tried one and then people were like, where's the cheesecake flavor? But yeah, got a bunch of different cheesecakes. This one's fantastic. This no bake blueberry pie cheesecake.
Oh yeah, we've done that.
That was so good.
You know what I'm gonna do for dinner tomorrow?
What's that?
Pizza. Look up a pizza on our website. I'm gonna show it to you.
Search and filter.
Pizza.
Pizza.
It's a barbecue pizza. I bought the ingredients for it. That one.
This one right here?
Yeah, that's what I'm making tomorrow for
Okay.
dinner. Doesn't it look amazing?
Nice.
I'm excited. You're excited.
Okay. I am excited.
Everyone's excited for my barbecue chicken pizza tomorrow for dinner.
Exposing Darkness, I jumped on the pumpkin spice first thing after the blueberry
Yes.
sellout.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. I was so sad the blueberry sold out so
B-Dog
fast.
still likes the chocolate mint melt-aways.
Actually, you're right. That is my absolute favorite.
Mike says, darn production issues. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he made pumpkin sausage soup last night.
Oh, you did?
So good.
Max and I went to the gym today
Okay.
because we're amazing. Oh, sorry, muscle. You can't see my other arm. And then he came back and I pulled out some stuff out of the freezer that was stroganoff that he had for
Okay.
lunch at school today. And it wasn't pumpkin sausage soup. And he's like, I really miss that stuff. And I'm like, we should just buy the ingredients.
There is some in the freezer.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. There's 2 containers in the freezer.
Where?
There's some in the outside freezer and some in the inside freezer.
Oh, well, I guess we're
It's
going to have
labeled.
a good day.
Reese says, my
good
big bag of
day.
pumpkin spice arrived
Good
really quickly. I ordered some
day.
cantaloupe a day or so before, and it just got sent. It's arriving tomorrow. Don't know
Oh.
why it wasn't sent
What
before
the
the pumpkin.
heck?
That's interesting.
That's so weird.
Bonnie says, have you guys been advertising a lot out on YouTube lately? We have. Mm-hmm. Or they have just been giving me relevant ads.
Well, I like relevant ads.
Carrie says, I had a Coco Loco salty in my Pacific Dark Roast coffee. Nice.
That
There you
sounds
go.
awesome.
Shauna's got to go. See you later. And Eric says,
Good.
chocolate toffee is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah.
Joe from Two Crazy Ketos did
Uh-huh.
I think it was a cheesecake recipe with that.
With chocolate?
No, chocolate toffee.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. That was one of my favorites, too.
Chocolate chunk.
Chocolate
Lisa
chunk.
says, I hope peppermint will be available in the big bag so I can order a bunch.
Yes.
Mike loves pina colada.
Wouldn't that be good?
Singer says, Miriam's musical version of life. Here for it. There you go.
Thank you.
Some tasting gal says, I'm concerned now my heavy cream says cream non-fat dry milk. Did I buy the wrong one? If you're talking about a powdered one, it's using the protein,
Yeah.
the dry powdered milk, as a carrier for the cream.
Right.
So that will actually add more carbohydrates. So, Mike says, is there anything in danger of running out I should order? Not that I'm aware of.
Everything.
Chocolate malt
Just
is
kidding.
the one that's
Yeah,
getting
malt's
closest.
the one that's closest.
Yep. And we did identify, by the way, talking about stuff running out.
Chris is going to have chocolate malt
Miriam made me
creamies
a
this
bunch.
week.
So if we go to the pumpkin spice, actually, I'll just go here.
Boop.
Chocolate malt. So right here, where it says 550,
Yeah.
when it starts to get low, it will a gray banner will appear and it'll say almost out.
Almost out.
And when it gets really, really low, it'll actually have
say,
a
like,
countdown.
17 left.
Yeah.
Or 12 left. Or
And that
and
gets
those are
changed to
accurate
a
numbers.
Yeah, that gets changed to a out of stock when something's out of stock.
Yeah.
So if you
So
go
if ever
to
you
the
see it saying almost out, then that means almost out. Oh, so that should say out of stock. Okay,
stock.
there you go.
and I'm like, why is it out of stock? It resets the filter every time you
Oh,
come
that's
back.
annoying.
So
So the pumpkin should also say out of stock. Yeah.
out of stock. So that same spot is where it says, oh, I'm not even sharing.
Well, good thing.
Anyway, it shows it right here. Hey, everybody, look at me while I'm not sharing.
Hey, yeah, look, there's a great thing that we're not actually
Anyway.
showing you.
Gary says I had banana bread as a hot drink, very large latte cup. It was
Oh,
wonderful.
nice. That sounds awesome.
Eric says maple glazed donut would be an amazing flavor.
Wouldn't
We
it?
do have
Wouldn't
a
it?
maple waffle flavor.
And it's a good flavor, and you know what? It makes really good waffles.
Yeah. I think we've said before, we're bringing that back this year.
I don't know if we
But people are going to be like, is it coming back in big bags? I'm not prepared to say.
I don't know.
But we are going to be bringing that back when when it is no longer production.
I am having
problems.
the biggest hair day today.
Okay. Risa says, I just refilled my handbag with SALTT and Element
Ooh.
packets for work. I can't get through a shift without refilling my travel bottle.
Yay!
And Annabelle says, down 35 pounds since last July.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Annabelle, you're amazing.
Kathy says, I used pina colada in the butterbeer recipe. And
Nice.
It was delicious.
That
So
does
Joe and
sound
Rachel
amazing.
have that on their YouTube channel.
Yes, and it's delicious.
Mike says, keto cheesecake always sounds good.
Yes.
Wanda's still crying over black licorice. So is Miriam.
Me too. I'm not going to lie.
And speaking of discontinued flavors, Carrie had some key lime.
Oh, I love key lime.
Michelle says, a question, I want to change my auto ship to a larger magnesium. Trying to do that online and it's confusing. Can you help me, please? Not on this live stream, but if you call
Yes.
our
Customer
people,
service, we will walk
they
you
can walk
through
you
it.
through it. Yeah. Yep, they can
Or
absolutely
there's a
help
little
you.
bubble like right here in the screen. If you start
on the
on
homepage.
the website, then you can type in, "Hey, I need some help with the
Now they're
magnesium
only
change."
there to chat some
Yeah,
of
they're
the
not
time.
there right now, but
Easiest
they'll
thing
get
to
your
do is-
message tomorrow and be able to message you back. So if you don't
Or
want
call.
to talk to them, which you're probably not afraid of talking to people because that's only the new generation.
Cindy says, just add cream cheese to vanilla. You can absolutely do that.
I agree.
So a lot of people find that mixing up cream cheese with Keto Chow, they will put it into a glass container, cover it with water,
Yeah.
and then microwave that to soften it. And you have to use a blender, but it works
Mm-hmm.
really well. So anyone wants to know how long does Keto Chow last made with butter in the refrigerator?
Oh, up to 6 days.
Sometimes longer, but usually 6 days at the most.
Yep, I just like to do it for a week, and then if it get to the end of the week, so we make them on Monday or Sunday-ish, and then if I get to the end of the week and I still have some in the fridge, I'll put them in creamy containers.
There you go. Meg is listening while putting together a gardening video for her channel.
Aw.
The banana bread makes good chaffles. There you go. And Annabelle says
Yay.
you're looking really good, Miriam.
Oh, thank you.
Mike says I've seen The Witch and Little Red Riding Hood ads lately on the YouTubes.
Nice. Like them for me.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Risa
Right?
says banana bread also makes excellent protein pancakes. Annabelle thinks the chocolate peppermint is really good. Yes,
Ooh, that
the
does
chocolate
sound good.
mint. And the chocolate mint is a peppermint flavor. We were going for Girl Scout Thin Mints. Bob says you guys have amazing recipes. I saw a low-calorie keto pizza recipe.
Yes.
Just whipped up egg whites. And you guys tried that before and was it good?
Yeah.
I haven't ever tried doing a whipped up egg whites for the crust.
Yeah, I haven't, but it does sound like it would be awesome.
Storm Chasing Al wants to know, are we really cold yet? We are gonna be getting down to the 50s overnight this week.
Yeah, it's not too cold. It rained today.
Okay.
And it rained yesterday.
Shannon had a
Shannon.
question, which I think,
Is on the paper.
well, it's the same question that Teresa had.
Okay.
So, I get a surprise kit delivered monthly. Does everyone that subscribes to the surprise get the same flavors? And Teresa had a question. If I order the surprise box today, which was about 2 or 3 days ago, so September, will it be the September surprise box?
Yes, if it's in September, it will be September when you order. So
Yep.
if you order the 31st of September,
At like 10 p.m.
it will be the September box.
Yes.
But you won't get it until the next month because
We
that's
don't
the
ship
last day
in
of
the
September.
middle of the night. We don't ship in the middle of the night. And everybody gets the same
Yep, they get
mix.
the same mix. So you do get additional flavors the bigger surprise box you get.
Yeah.
So
It's a
they all have the
super
same
set.
amount, and then they just add more and more and more to
Yeah,
it.
so everyone who gets the 20 gets the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who gets the 30 gets the same stuff. Everyone who gets the 60, it's actually the same stuff as a 30 with extra stuff, and everyone gets the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and if that is appealing to you, great. The surprise kit, it starts, it's 20% off the normal price.
Yep.
If you want to be able to choose your own stuff, don't get the surprise kit.
Yeah.
Get the build your own. It'll start at 15% off.
Yep.
And
work
build
its
to
way
20%.
up to 20. And if
over
you
a
just
couple of
keep
months.
your subscription active, even if you pause it every once in
Or
a while,
change it.
and you can change it every time, then you can always have whatever flavors you want.
Yep. Sonia says maple waffle is delicious.
I agree.
Lynn just got here. And
Lynn.
Kathy wants to know if there's a possibility for a grapefruit salty.
Oh, that's a good
That would
idea.
be a good one.
We don't have anything yet.
Exposing Darkness says I did a subscription build your own and couldn't add recipe cards. It started a separate order.
Oh,
Interesting. That
You know
needs
what?
to be fixed.
Want to reach out to customer service and they can
If
look
you-
at it for
if
you?
you could,
that would be amazing.
Email
if
us.
you did that.
We can probably get that fixed tomorrow.
We will fix it.
Annabelle says Chris is 77 pounds. I
Chris
don't know who
is
Chris is.
77 pounds.
Lee Fritz Ayer says I added black cocoa to my chocolate toffee. It was good, but not necessarily better.
Right.
I like
just
adding
different.
cocoa powder to the cookies and cream.
Oh yeah.
Sonia likes chocolate malt and chocolate toffee, but hasn't tried butterscotch yet.
Oh,
I really like butterscotch.
butterscotch is really good.
Storm Chasing Gal says, any thoughts for fall salty flavors? Well, if we were working on them, the process would have started months ago. So
That's
and
true.
we won't announce anything anywhere until we actually have the stuff. So I'm just going to hit
In
the
our hands.
no happy flavors, man. Crystal says I'm making banana bread keto chow for tomorrow with gelatin and vanilla.
Oh,
extra.
nice. That's awesome.
Okay, Michelle says, yeah, thanks, my friends. Yes, I'm not afraid to talk to people, so I'll call tomorrow.
Because you're an adult. Adulting.
Carrie says, your magnesium drops have saved my keister. No more
Oh my
crazy
gosh,
leg
yes.
at night.
I am so grateful that you like them. This is so funny.
Okay.
We ran out of magnesium pills, the capsules,
Well, we have a little bit left,
last night.
and I forgot to bring some home.
And so I'm like, Chris, do we have another bottle of magnesium capsules?
Like,
He's
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
sure, we do in the bottom of the drawer. We're pulling everything out of the drawer, and he pulls out
There's
this.
like 6 in
He
there.
pulls out this magnesium capsule that has like 6 in there. I'm like, that's not really another bottle, is it?
Nope.
So what happened is the bottle that we were using got put in the drawer, and the new one got opened, and so
Yeah.
now we're almost out.
So I
But
thought we had an extra one.
we've been taking the magnesium capsules every night for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It really helps.
Blaine
a lot.
is here.
Hi,
Wants to
Blaine.
know, is it a minimum of 10 grams of fat to be able to absorb the vitamins and nutrients?
That's what we say.
Yeah. As far as we can tell,
Mm-hmm.
it's a minimum of 10 grams to allow the fat-soluble vitamins to be absorbed.
Yeah.
And Annabelle says, your magnesium drops are amazing. They
Yeah,
are, and they work
are,
really fast.
And they work really good.
But they taste like magnesium, which
They
isn't
taste
super delicious.
horrible.
Okay,
But they work so good.
here's a good question for you, Miriam.
Okay.
Renee wanted to know, what is the most affordable way to get started with Keto Chow?
Okay. The most affordable way would be to get the build your own subscription.
Well, to
So
get
you could
started
get- you can
or
get
to get
a-
going?
The less expensive way is to get that starter kit, the essential starter kit. And then
elite or the
try
premium
it.
or the custom?
Try it, see if you like it, but then come in and get the build your own box.
Yeah, that's the build your own box is the most economical way on an ongoing basis.
And if you want to
Absolutely
get
the
the 20% first, then you just get the surprise box.
Yeah, but then you don't get to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the other thing with the custom box, you're actually able
Mm-hmm. you
to.
sure?
Yes, I was. With the custom box, you're able to get the big bags,
Yeah.
and if you get 2 of the big bags instead of getting 42 of the individual singles, it's a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
So the single meals are super awesome for trying out stuff, and for limited edition flavors, they only come out like this guy, only in the single meals. But once we have a permanent flavor and you like it,
Yep.
the big bags are a lot less expensive.
They are awesome. Tracy, hi.
Tracy made cookies with chocolate core. They were
Oh,
chewy,
nice.
ooey go to me.
Oh, I'm so glad.
May not be everybody's favorite, but they're my new favorite. Nice. And Blaine says he's addicted to the daily mineral drops. Can't believe how
Yes.
quickly my body changes when I don't use them.
Yeah, they really are a good start. For the
Sorry, all I
daily
could
life.
hear was, you may be going through some bodily changes in this time of your life.
Thanks.
It's like from middle school, one of the info movies that make you watch. Anyway, okay,
That's nice, dear.
Nyla
Okay.
wanted to know, I'm new to Keto Chow. I'm just curious what you all like to add to your soups.
Oh. We have quite a few
Salt.
soup recipes. Yes, salt.
I would definitely add salt.
Ground beef,
Uh-huh.
mushrooms,
Yeah.
onions.
And there are some
Cheese.
really good recipes for the soups.
Yeah, we have
But
a
you
lot of
can
good
just
recipes.
mix them
You
up.
can just throw whatever you want in there.
And now it
So nice.
actually I don't know if it still says that on the new packaging. On the old packaging, it specifically said on the soup ones, we recommend adding salt and maybe pepper. because it's easy to add salt.
It's hard to take it away.
It's hard to take away. Not everybody's palates are the same. And so not everybody wants the same amount of salt. So we kind of left it off a little bit. But with the savory flavors,
Yeah.
it's really good to add salt.
Look what Visual Keto said. When you someday figure out how to make magnesium taste good, you can call it magnesium.
Yum. The capsules is the closest I think we're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Because more than that, I don't know.
She took extra magnesium capsules last 2 nights and slept until noon. I don't
Wow.
think that's a problem. I like sleeping in.
Singa says, I'm guessing a fruitcake keto chow flavor would never leave the boardroom.
Probably not.
Okay, here's the thing. If
Fruitcake is weird.
I lived in Chile for a while, and there's, strangely enough, a very heavy Germanic influence there.
Right.
And they make really good fruitcake. I actually had one of my buddies who lived there. It was his 2nd year in country,
Yeah.
and the previous year he had gained 40 pounds during fruitcake season and had no regrets.
What?
Because the
What?
fruitcake
40
that they have,
pounds?
yes, the fruitcake that they make there,
That's ridiculous.
it's half chocolate by weight. Like, it is nuts. It is absolutely
anyone who eats that
nuts.
much chocolate is going to be sick to
I
their
know,
stomach.
but still, and every day, this was right just as I had gotten into
How
the
can
country.
you gain 40 pounds in
Well,
one
we
month?
would go by a bakery every day, and he would get a fruitcake muffin every single day, and he loved it. So I actually have a special place
I
in
don't
my
see
heart
how-
for fruitcake
I don't
because
see how you could gain that
my
much weight
experience with
in
fruitcake
1 month. on
is
fruitcake.
really good. Like, I actually quite like fruitcake, but I've never had fruitcake like that in the United States.
We don't have good fruitcake.
No, it's always this kind of terrible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's no way I would eat it, but
Right.
I don't know what the flavor would taste like. It's like fruity and chocolate. But
So we need to go to Chile or Germany to get some fruitcake.
Probably
and
either
taste
one
it
would
and
work.
then make a keto version.
yeah. Shannon recommends cheese with the savory soups.
Oh yeah, that's
Julia says, hi there, guys. Nice to see you. Exposing Darkness says pumpkin spice soup is
I agree.
delicious. Yeah.
I agree.
Everyone says, I've been adding hot coffee to Keto Chow Core in the morning recently. Love it. Any ideas for thermal blender bottles? Well, Blender Bottle does have some.
Yeah, they do.
Simple Modern makes a really good range
Mm-hmm.
of relatively inexpensive flasks that would work really well
Yeah.
for that.
So
and hydro
Max and
flasks.
Haley have been going to college, and they've been taking a little Simple Modern, a little thermos.
Yeah, that's wider and shorter.
Yeah. Haley's been taking hot egg drop soup, which I've been making, which is not a real egg drop soup. It's literally broth with eggs swirled
mixed
into
into
it, which is delicious.
Yeah, because normally egg drop soup would have
It
a
has a potato starch.
silly amount of starch.
Yeah. And then Max has been taking, he likes to take pumpkin sausage soup a
Yep.
lot, but he took stroganoff today, which was good.
B-Dog made the cream of potato soup and added mushrooms. Poured it on over my
Yes.
hamburgers. That's a good way
Oh,
to do
that
it.
is yummy.
Kathy says on the other one I made it, like a butterbeer recipe was fruity cereal.
Nice.
Exposing Darkness says, I still wish you had a black cherry salty or keto chow. The
Ooh.
problem with cherry is it needs
Black
to be
cherry
sour
does need to
or
be
tart.
sour, yeah.
And when we try adding that to keto chow,
Mm-hmm.
it curdles. So you will end up with cherry flavored cottage cheese keto chow.
Yeah, gross.
It's not good. Mike says I use this live stream to multitask and update my subscription every month. There you go.
Oh, Storm Chasing Gal says fruitcake is a good doorstop or football.
Well,
I
again,
agree.
that's because most people's experience with fruitcake is the terrible thing that gets, it's like in
What
a
even is
tin.
it? It's
and
like an accident.
yeah,
when
well,
you-
fresh fruitcake that doesn't
Uh-huh.
have all the crazy preservatives, it's like nothing else.
Yeah.
Kathy says, can you order the starter kit more than once? You can,
Yeah, you just can't
but you
get the
don't get the
discount more than
introductory
once.
discount. We're giving
I know.
new customers a discount.
Yeah,
to
we
try
just
and
want
get
them to be able to taste it.
Valerie says blender bottles with darker measurement lines would be nice. I agree, and that's why I use a
Right.
marker and I write on them.
Yeah, we write on ours all the time.
You can tell if
We
a
actually
blender bottle
have
is ours.
written on our blender
Yeah, well, actually we do. Yeah, take a
where
take,
the
take
line
a marker,
is.
color in the line. So
When our twins were babies and I had to supplement with formula, we had a pitcher,
gallon pitcher.
for the fridge,
that was
and
formula.
it said Enfamil line, Similac line.
Yep, because you would put a certain number of scoops in and then fill up
Yeah.
with water. They're there. We made so much. Jenna says I made the savories with broth instead of water. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Jennifer says I stayed carnivore on the 2KK cruise, but put on 28 pounds during the cruise.
Wow.
Mike says everyone is crazy for Stanley cups, but I love my Yeti bottle more than any other cup.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. If it works for you, that's great. I like them all. I do like Stanley.
Blaine
cups,
says
though.
my father's aunt made fruit that she would soak in brandy for a week before serving.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I bet that was delicious.
Mixes have always made egg drop soup with just broth and eggs.
Exactly. We are the same. That's so smart.
Mike says I used to love Costco's fruitcake, but I'm in the minority. It may be that they make theirs fresh. I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't ever eaten it.
And I've
because
never
it was
had
gross.
fruitcake with the alcohol soak. Barb says I had a coworker
Oh,
who made
right,
fruitcake. It was to die for, with or without the alcohol soak.
Okay.
It was her mother's recipe, and I only dream about it now. I'm cute.
Aww.
Exposing Darkness says, black cherry cottage cheese may be good. You could heat
Yeah.
it up, and it would reincorporate
That's
okay.
true.
But it wasn't a good experience.
Right.
Like, Let's see. Exposing Darkness says, Joe with 2KK wants grape back. Not a favorite of Miriam or
Excuse
Rachel.
me. No, thank you.
Well, it's because Miriam wants grape. She doesn't
Not
want
grape.
purple.
I don't want Dimetap. I had it when I
Okay.
was a kid, and I am
Here's
over it.
here's a fun subject for you.
'Kay.
Let's talk about
Okay.
plant-based butter.
Huh.
What is it, and is it something that can be used with Keto Chow?
Well, if it's plant-based butter, it's not butter.
Yeah.
It's something else pretending to be butter. So I think you would have to read the ingredients and see what it actually is, and if it has fat in it, what is the fat?
So what they usually do, most
Yeah.
plant-based butters are using a seed oil.
Okay.
Now you could make it with avocado oil or with
Olive oil or
olive oil, which
something.
wouldn't be bad
Right.
at the start. Now the reason why those are liquid at room temperature is because of the shape of the molecules.
Okay.
Okay, they're a mostly polyunsaturated fat.
Right.
They instead of being a string of carbon atoms with a lot of hydrogens, completely saturated, full, there are a couple spots
That are broken.
aren't full, and there's a double bond.
Okay.
So instead of carbon, 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 carbon with hydrogen on other sides, sometimes you have carbons that two of them are stuck together, and it puts a kink in the structure. And if you have one of those, it's monounsaturated. You've probably heard that term before.
Yeah.
If there's more than one, then it's polyunsaturated. Okay,
Right.
science class is almost done. You can take polyunsaturated fats like canola oil or soybean oil, and using an industrial process, you can shove more hydrogen atoms into there and make hydrogenated vegetable oil,
Right.
which makes it behave more like butter or lard.
So like a saturated fat.
And those are called trans fats because they've been changed from their original structure.
So like a Crisco.
Yep. The problem with trans fats is our metabolism, our body, our cells
Right.
don't know what to do with them. They're shaped wrong. They're not the way that they would normally occur. And so it can't process them the way that they're supposed to. It can't break off the hydrogen and turn that into energy and run all the metabolic processes. I'm talking with my hands. And so you end up with these fats that it just doesn't know what to do with, and so it uses them to build cell walls,
Okay.
and it causes problems. It really messes up the body's everything.
Yeah.
I would very much not recommend plant-based butters.
Okay. Because they're trans fats.
Because they're trans fats. I did some experimentation on myself a couple of years ago where I used primarily polyunsaturated fats, and it caused a lot of inflammation.
Yeah.
It was not good. It did some really whack stuff to my HDL and my triglycerides. It was again not good.
Plus the inflammation, like it's painful.
Now, butter, on the other hand, didn't have those problems. And actually, a better thing, if you want to, if there's a, I don't know, not so much a functional reason, but more of a, you don't want to use butter because reasons, like you don't want to use animal products. If that's the case, I'd recommend coconut oil.
Oh yeah, coconut oil would probably be the
Really
best.
refined coconut oil won't have a coconut flavor to it. It'll just be really good saturated fats that are in a natural form
Right.
that our bodies can process, and you won't have all this weird inflammation. In fact,
Good.
coconut oil actually turned
Yeah.
out really well in my
Good call.
tests.
Also, you could use avocado oil
You could,
or olive oil.
yep. But so, yeah, again, plant-based butter, would not recommend. Just use regular butter or use some other oil that's a lot more suitable.
Yep.
Because you're going to have to melt it anyway, and at that point, just use a liquid. So, okay, let's see. Where are we at? Kathy says, does the starter kit still have blueberry pie?
Oh, I don't
in
know.
it? Let's check it out.
Sharing, caring, everybody. I think the kids just got home.
Some of them did. So in the essentials kit,
It looks like it does.
it has blueberry pie, chocolate, salted caramel, raspberry cheesecake,
Those packages are
pistachio,
so cute.
and vanilla cream.
So cute.
The premium kit has a wider variety,
Yep.
and the elite kit has even more.
All
And you
of
can actually do a custom kit
them.
where you select, so you click on this build 6 or 12. Oh, I have to select this first. And here you're able to kind of put together your own thing. Annabelle liked grape keto chow. So did I.
Good for you.
Let's see.
I don't like grape. I'm glad you like
Yeah,
it.
Mike says it's margarine by another name. It can be.
Yeah.
Exposing Darkness says, yeah, seed oil and Roundup should be banned everywhere.
Yeah.
Singa says, yeah, what is plant-based butter? Is that what Country Crock? I certainly believe that it's not butter are. Probably. Blame Mrs. Black Licorice and Peach.
I know.
I agree with you on
I'm
both
with
of those.
you.
The problem is neither of them sold very well.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have peach this week because I made
Okay.
peaches and cream mixed with chocolate core. Hi.
We're doing service bingo. We took out 3 of the garbage cans. Can you sign it?
Yeah.
We just needed.
Oh, the
This
kids
one
are
or
doing
that one?
service bingo. And so they're
You
going
wanna
around to different people's houses
Service bingo.
over here and doing
Okay,
odd jobs.
thank you.
That's funny. Okay.
Thank you, boys. Or
It's just Evan. Megan,
Thank you, Evan.
Megan are washing windows.
in my house.
No.
Lady Fritz says, do not make your mitochondria mad. It's bad news.
True
Yes, it
that.
is. Storm Chasing Gal says, awesome science with Chris. I feel like I've graduated. Absolutely you have. Lisa says, I love Keto Chow with butter. Butter is best. It is.
It really
it's a little
is.
bit more work to mix.
It's more work.
So,
But
and
it's delicious.
coconut oil is about the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. JW says, I love my new sub box. What are the new fall flavors? Right now, we don't have any new fall flavors.
I'm
We're still
sorry. We're working out some kinks.
we are in production purgatory
We will get
right
them
now.
done sometime before, hopefully, this year is over.
JW says, service bingo is a great idea. Yes, it is.
Isn't that cute? The kids came around and took out 3 garbage cans.
Okay, Paige had a question. Is orange cream a limited time flavor or basically a permanent
Oh.
flavor?
Well, do you want to go
So,
over to that
let's
list?
go to here to shakes.
Shakes.
We'll go buy single flavors.
Bye.
And I'll do,
What if you just go to classics and see if it's on that list?
okay, here you go. It's got a tag right
Why does
there.
it say limited edition?
Because orange cream is limited edition. It's only available in the summer.
Oh, good point.
In fact, we are almost out, and we need to buy a big bag. Oh, look, there it is.
There it is. It is yellow. I like that it's yellow.
Okay, I guess
So,
I changed the color.
are you sharing still? Now,
Yes.
everybody look, it says almost gone, only 120 left. That's not too bad.
No.
I actually made orange cream this week.
Oh, okay.
I did a whole bunch
that's why it
of,
was down.
I had a whole bunch mixed up with chocolate core.
Okay.
Keto Chow, and I did orange cream as one of them. So I did orange cream and chocolate core, raspberry cheesecake and chocolate core, peaches and cream and chocolate core. And then I made you 2 batches of chocolate malt.
Okay. Supposing Darkness wants to know, is there any chance we'll bring out of stock Keto Chow that's only available at your store to Ketopalooza? Nope. 0% chance.
No.
It is too difficult
But I'm going to see you
to
there.
bring stuff.
I'm so happy.
So what we typically do is we will bring a limited amount of actual product with us, hoping that we'll sell out of stuff and then ship it to people for free, the rest of it.
Right.
So
Yeah, sorry, we can't. I don't think we have like anything that we don't have unlisted.
there is
storefront?
some stuff in the storefront, but we're not ever going to talk about it
know
on a
what it
live
is.
stream again. Like
Because-
the specifics.
Because then you'll be in timeout.
Yeah. So if you come to the Keto Chow storefront, there will often be a changing selection of stuff
Yeah.
that
If you're gonna
is
come
out
and
of
want to
stock.
call and find out, we'll tell you what they are. How's that?
Yes, but I'm not going to talk about it on the live stream anymore.
Talk about Bruno.
Nope. Mike says, will there be enough orange for my sub when it renews October 1st? I don't know. I have
That's
no idea.
a good question.
Daniela says, I love your curls. You look
Thank
serious
you.
and professional.
So serious.
Storm Chasing Gal says, I'm no longer getting reward update emails after orders
Oh, okay.
ship.
Well, let's reach out to customer service about that too.
Yeah, it may
'Cause
be
that
that
might be
you're unsubscribed.
Oh.
If you click unsubscribe on one of those, then we can't send you emails about it anymore.
Okay.
Like we have to respect that.
Do message customer service so they can look it up for you
Yep.
tomorrow.
Mike says a pilgrimage to the Keto Chow store. Exposing Darkness wants to see
Yes.
Utah. Never been there. It's
Come.
fall time coming up.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so beautiful.
Okay,
The fall leaves are my fave.
Miriam, why don't we have Keto Chow in grocery stores across the United States?
Okay. So we went to a store or a show one time that was a retail show, and we learned a lot about retail. They were telling us we need to have smaller servings
Smaller packages,
packaging.
like a 10-pack or something
and that it would cost so much more, and we have to have this retail space, and we have to babysit it, but we have to have a go-between person, so we couldn't do
like that. So
our
you
own
need a
babysitting.
distributor.
Yeah, so
And
we
you have
learned
to
a lot.
pay for the shelf space.
Yeah, you pay for the shelf space. So, one, we would lose money on it. And also, the thing that I think that is the biggest for us is we don't own the customer relationship, because you
If
can't
it's in a retail store.
explain to someone what it is if they're getting it from a store. They're just going to buy it at Walmart, and if they don't like it, they take it back to Walmart and complain to Walmart. They're not going to come to you and say, hey, I have some problems. I mixed this weird and I didn't know how it worked.
And then all we say is, oh, how much water did you add?
Right.
Oh, that wasn't enough. Please add more. Oh, wow, it tastes great now. Yes, it does.
Right. And the thing is, like right now, even though 3 different questions came through and we said, hey, reach out to customer service, you still felt comfortable asking those questions. And we at least now know that those are things that we can look into, and we
Yeah.
really appreciate you bringing those up. So it's better for us. It's better for you.
Yep.
It's not as convenient because it's not at the store.
Yeah,
but-
for people who you just want to go to a store and buy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be super convenient. The number one reason I have
Yeah.
why we don't have Keto Chow in retail stores is we would probably have to raise the price significantly, maybe even double the price, in order to make the margin, the markup, attractive enough for retail sales. Because you need to have a distributor, sometimes a master distributor that sends it to the distributors, and then the retailers have to do a markup as well.
Right.
And all those markups just add to the
They
price.
just make the price more expensive.
Yep.
This is just better.
And we priced Keto Chow
We priced
as
it
low
so
as
that
we
it
could.
could be affordable. And I know it's expensive. I get
Yep.
it. But also you have to remember that it's part of your food budget. It's not in addition to your food budget, because you're not eating other things sometimes. And so then It's just part of it.
I had chocolate malt Keto Chow ice cream twice today, and it was amazing.
Oh, I made that.
You sure did.
I'm so nice.
Looks like Carrie went to bed.
Good night, Carrie.
J-Dub says, I saw a Keto Chow ad on YouTube a couple weeks ago. I was cheering for you.
Yay!
Nice.
Thank you.
Eric wants
Do
to
like
know,
those if you can.
Yeah. Eric wants to know, what is the shelf life of unopened Keto
Ooh.
Chow packs? It's a
5 years. I'll just give you a quick answer.
That is the, Keto Chow shelf life.
Chris just Googles his own website.
I do, because it's written down, and
But
it'll eventually load.
Not possible.
There we go. So here you go. Shelf life is 5 years. The packages produced prior to 2023
Yep.
had a printed best by date of 2 years, which means if you have a package and the little best by thing is before 2027, you can confidently add 3 years.
Yeah, because we have had it tested
Yeah, the
for
original
more than the test.
the original tests were only for 2 years, but since then we actually had real-time tests where we opened up
a
5-year-old
bag.
and tested it.
Yep.
And the vitamins and everything were
And
still
they're
good.
amazing.
Yeah. So,
Eric, thank you for asking that question.
yeah, that's a great question. Blaine says, even though I'm in and out of the lives, I always feel like family when I contact
Oh,
Keto Chow.
Blaine, thank you. Heart.
Don says they don't mind ordering. The turnaround is pretty quick. You guys do a good job getting it shipped pretty quickly.
Thank you.
Lynette wants to know do we have pecan sticky bun on order?
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, with the production issues, nothing is being produced.
Right.
So even
We're
if
at a
we have it on order,
It's not coming.
we won't know. I won't be able to tell you if or when it's going to be available until we actually get it. So, let's see. Exposing Darkness says my pumpkin spice large bag has an expiration date of this month, but I know it's not true.
You can just take a marker and write on it the new date.
Storm Chasing Galaxy says subscribed. Hope that was the correct one for the rewards updates.
Yay!
So the reward updates actually go through a different system.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
reach out to customer service anyway because they
Yep.
can look at your account. Every once in a while, stuff gets squirrely weird.
Yep.
And we're really sorry that happens. So
Daniela says, you're such a good wife taking care of your hubby.
thank you.
And Donna's 4 weeks out from a knee replacement surgery. Doing
Oh my
great,
gosh,
getting my
yes, how are
Flexion
you
bend
doing?
back. Walking better than before surgery.
I'm so happy. Oh, that's such a hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you. That's so scary, and you just had to be so brave and good job.
Okay, got one more question for you. Natalie
Okay.
asked, can you use almond milk instead of water, or does it definitely need to be water?
You can totally use almond milk. You can
Mm-hmm.
use coffee. You can use coconut milk. You can
So
use
this is
whatever
for
you
the
want.
water portion, because
Yep.
when you mix Keto Chow, you first add the fat.
Mm-hmm.
That could be heavy cream. It could be melted butter.
Coconut oil.
I always want to emphasize I have a reason for saying add the fat first.
Right.
Because if you put the powder in first, and then you put the water on top, a lot of times that powder is going to get stuck in the ball if you're using a shaker ball, or it's going to get stuck in the corners.
Right.
But if you put the fat in first, or the fat and some water,
Yeah.
and then the powder, that's not going to happen.
Right.
It just works a lot better. So add the fat, add the Keto Chow, water. If you're doing a shaker
Or
bottle,
almond milk.
I do with a shaker bottle almost up to the bottom
Yep.
of the threads,
You want some more.
and then you shake it up really good. And you can use almond milk as the water portion. But the problem is a lot of people will be like, hey, almond milk, I'll use that instead of the fat.
Yeah, but then you don't get enough fat.
Almond milk isn't a good source of fat.
Yep.
In fact, let's try this. Oh my gosh, me type good.
Me
Keto
type be
Chow
goody.
almond milk.
He is all about Googling for you today.
Absolutely. So, hey, here we go.
It got to Reddit first.
My computer is on. There it goes.
goes.
There you go.
Love is the answer.
Can you mix with just water? Can I use low carb milk, almond milk instead of cream? So you could if you're doing PSMF, but you need at least that 10 grams. So there you go. All right. So, oh, and B-Dog says I forgot about it, adding coffee.
Yeah,
Good idea.
surprise.
There's actually a whole video where we talk about, if you search for Keto Chow Coffee YouTube, you'll find it. Here's the thing. Facebook thinks that video is bad and won't allow people to share it.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Marie Campos tried it to, someone asked about
Adding coffee?
adding coffee to Keto Chow or Keto Chow to coffee. And she's like, oh, well, there's a video. And she's like, my mobile browser is having problems. And I'm like, no problem. I'll put it in there. And I tried doing it, and I got the same error. It says, you can't share this video because it violates community guidelines.
Oh.
So, anyway, whatever. Mike says, I didn't want you to run out of my wife's favorite flavor, orange cream, before my sub, so I ordered 2 big bags using points.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Indeed.
I think that is smart. We should also get one before they're gone.
Yep. Kathy wants to know what's
I
a
love
good
orange
coconut
cream.
oil brand. I usually just buy the stuff from Costco.
Or we get the Walmart brand.
Eh.
We got the Walmart.
Nutiva, they have a good one.
I just make sure to turn it around and it just has coconut oil in it.
Storm Chasing Gal says, okay, I messaged customer service. They're smarter than me.
Oh, you're the best.
They have more
Thank you
experience with
so
this
much.
than you or me.
And they
actually.
will be able to look at your direct account. Like we can't look at it from here, but they'll be able to look through and say, hey, actually needed some reward points for some reason, so they'll be able to fix whatever's problem.
Speaking of reward points and looking in your account,
Yeah.
our web team actually identified a bug today and fixed it that was giving people errors when they looked at their account.
Oh.
And so, they have been
Should be
doing a
better.
bang-up job at
they're
fixing
killing it.
bugs in the new website.
Fixing bugs.
Yeah, if you guys notice any bugs, please call our customer service
Yes.
team and tell them what's going on,
And we will
they'll be
get
able
that
to get it
fixed as
fixed.
soon as we can.
And
Thank you
Exposing
so
Darkness
much
never
for
got
your
to
help.
taste the grape. Oh, so sad.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. It was gross.
Lady Fritz Sater prefers using coffee instead of water.
Yeah.
It's awesome in a lot of the flavors. And Kathy uses Khalifa brand coconut almond
nice.
blend instead of water.
Yeah,
in a
we have
creamy.
used that too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've read that almond milk has a lot of oxalates. I believe it.
Yeah. I have gone through a phase where I just can't do that many almonds. Like every treat's made of almond flour. Everything is almondy, and I'm like, everything that says almond, I just don't want anymore.
Joe and Rachel have a recipe for blondies, and they are calling it the Never Again blondies.
Those are good.
Because they are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very simple recipe, and I've made it 3 times now.
And eaten it 3 times.
The last time I made it, I actually tried substituting pork panko, so ground up pork rinds.
I thought it was good.
Instead, it wasn't as good.
It wasn't as sweet, which is funny because you wouldn't think it would have affected the sweetness, but I think because it was a more savory flour, that may be why.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do it with pork panko,
had
I
a
would say
different
just
texture
add a
to
little
it.
bit more sweetener. I liked the texture. It was like greasier.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't like it quite as much, but I wanted to try it because I'm like, that's a lot of almonds. Like
Yeah.
it was, because I was making a double batch, it was 2 cups of almond flour, which is a lot. Exposing Darkness says that orange cream makes a good egg pudding, and so does the pumpkin spice.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Lady Fritz says I saw a cockroach in my shopping basket.
Oh, no. Gross.
Well, talking about bugs, Mike says if you
Yeah.
find any bugs, call the code exterminators.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lynette says I love dealing with your team. They're wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Amy says, sorry I'm late to the live. I'm so sorry.
Amy, hi.
Have you said this already? When will Pumpkin be in the store? We don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Someday.
Someday
my prince will come. Yeah. And someday Pumpkin will come.
Someday.
Do we know when it's going to
We
come?
don't know when.
Nope. Someday. We don't know. We'll be super happy when it does.
I have a hair on my. Oh, I think I found it. It's amazing.
I was
Itching me like
I was
crazy.
walking away from stand-up today, and I was like, what the heck? It's this giant, long silver hair. And
That
I'm like,
would-
this is not Miriam's hair.
Silver?
It was
No.
Holly's because she usually sits in that spot.
Oh.
Anyway, well, I think we're ready to get off now. Anything else you
Yeah,
want to talk
I'm
about?
sorry about the black screen at the beginning, and we really appreciate you guys, and we appreciate your comments, and
Yeah.
yeah, Sorry about the fall flavors. We're working on it so hard.
We're working as hard as we can. So
We are really
Anyway,
working on it. Thank
you
you
all
for
have a
coming.
fantastic day.
Thank you for joining us.
I think we'll be back just like normal next night.
Next night.
Well, I'm timed out. Anyway,
Yeah, let's go to bed.
catch you all later, guys. Bye.
Bye.